Yeah, so this happened. Probably trip is over. Yeah. Plan is to keep heading north and get to Chilko Lake. It's a really big, nice mountain lake, but a bit hard to get to as there's not too many roads in that region. But yeah, let's see if we can get there and maybe find one or two nice places in between. Always thought all the mountains in Canada are like this lush green rainforest type of mountains that I've seen so far, but this area here is like really dry. Feels more like the mountains in the States. It's not too bad, but not what I expected. Brake. Just noticed my brakes going a bit soft and fading, and I could get like that little burnt smell going on. So now I'll stop to let the brakes cool down, and when I continue I will shift into low range and then shouldn't use the brakes too much anymore. But yeah, it looks like they're a bit undersized as well for this kind of weight I'm having in the truck in these high mountains. It's made for flat England, not for high mountains in North America. And here we go again. Slowly but steady wins the race. That's a good thing with the low range gears. I put them in and there's basically no brakes needed anymore because the engine does all the braking for you. And it's really slow and a bit noisy, but gets the job done perfectly. End of the road. Gotta wait for this ferry here to shuttle me over. It's really small. I think only 2 cars fit on it, but it's good enough. Did a ferry ride and was even free. driving through this kind of scenery. I mean, it's not the most spectacular scenery, but just really pleasant to cruise along these nice backcountry roads, no traffic, just out in nature. Just very, very nice. Drove to this beautiful lake. It's in First Nation territory, but there's a campsite here. It's absolutely beautiful with the high mountains in the background, still some snow on the top. The only question is, do I camp here or not? Because it's still quite early in the day, it's 2 o'clock. It's a bit too early, but the place is so nice. So I don't know, maybe have a coffee, see what the world looks like afterwards, huh? Should have brought a couple of beers and just sit here and watch and enjoy this spectacular scenery. Breathtakingly beautiful. Look at it. Amazing. And there's nobody here, don't know why. lake was really amazing, really good, because it was in the mountains. But the roads to and from the lake are not in the mountains. They're more in like this tundra kind of scenery. So it's more like flat and a lot of forest and swamps and stuff. And the roads are really bad. The lake was great. Getting to and getting away from the lake is really boring and tedious, slow. I mean, it was worth it. Now comes the not so much fun part. Bummer. Just got back to the highway, and luckily there was a small town with a library that had a Starlink internet connection, so I couldn't go online because I haven't had cell phone reception for the last couple of days, so I could do some research for the route. Ideally, I would have liked to drive to the coast from here and take the ferry a bit further up north, because that's where the nice scenery is. And would have been the fastest, easiest way, but the ferry is super expensive. It costs like $700. It's just too much. So now I have to drive a long detour to get around it, because there's no direct way going north from here. So that's some quality time on the highway coming up, but it is what it is. And put some music on, keep driving. Yeah, so this happened. Flipped the car. Guy was in my lane. I had to go on the shoulder. When I got it back on the road, it flipped. It was his fault, but luckily nobody was hurt, but it was this close. Like I just missed him by a few centimeters. And now we got to sort out this whole mess. Probably trip is over. I was coming up this small hill. As you can see, the road makes a small turn on top of the hill. So I couldn't really see oncoming traffic too early, and they couldn't see me. Nearing the top, I could see that someone was coming on the opposite lane, and he was slowly drifting over the middle lines. So I kept thinking, he's got to correct any second now. But he didn't. And by the time he was like 1 meter over the lines and into my lane, I realized that he was not going to correct. So I slammed on the brakes and managed to evade him by going onto the shoulder. So I missed him by like, 10 centimeters. So it was really close. So yeah, that's the main upside. Nobody got hurt. If I would have hit him, it would look completely different for me and for him. Yeah. The side of the accident was pretty dangerous, as most traffic could not see us clearly. But luckily some random guy stopped and offered to help us to get the car upright again. Go away. And after 2 hours, the police finally showed up. Everybody agreed it was the accident was caused by the other guy. So we filled out a police report and everything and called a tow truck.